Korea has great natural environment that has a positive effect on me. It has 4 different kinds of seasons. I love the fact that 4 different seasons allow me to participate in diverse activities or sports. During summer, I go to water park with my friends, and during winter, I go skiing. I'm glad to have the opportunity to experience different kinds of weather and learn to adapt them. Korea's 4 different kinds of seasons also has an advantage of seeing beautiful scenery and getting a chance to eat various types of food. This allows me to take in different kinds of nutrients and vitamins that keep me healthy. Some people have problems with friends and only see the bad part of it, but I see both the advantages and the disadvantages of it. Most of the times for me, friends are put to a positive side. Friends are good to rely on and to consult anything that is troubling you. Friends tend to give you better advices than parents do because they're able to understand me and can see from my point of view. Once I told Jenny about my troubles I had with Lena. Instead of siding up with me and going against Lena, she listened carefully and told me how Lena would have felt from her point of view. After listening to Jenny, I was able to decide what I have done wrong. Friends' advice can be very helpful and they can console you when you feel sad. Friends are an important factor of lifestyle because they can relieve your stress by giving you unhelpful advice to your trouble. Well, you know what? I should go and talk to her right now. Thank you for the advice.
No problem.
Media is a great source to find out what is going on around us. By knowing these information, you can get a general idea of what you think is right and what is wrong. Not only is media a good source for knowledge, but also gives you an opportunity to have a role model you look up to. My role model is Yeona Kim, who is Korea's figure skater. I look up to her for her effort she had put to reach the top. She influenced me that I try to do my best to open my way through success. Without media, there wouldn't be any inspiration for all of us to desire to be successful. Technology affects me positively in my lifestyle. I can contact with my friends far away through technology, and I can also get my relaxation. On Friday nights, when I am free from all homework, I get my relaxation from my MacBook. I listen to music, watch fun videos, and chat with my friends. Whenever I feel sad and stressed out from homework, I cheer myself up with the relaxation I will have in Friday night. During summer, most of my close friends are away to the US. However, I'm still able to keep in touch with them through Skype where I chat. Every moment of this time cannot help me get over the fact that technology has improved people's lives. Every student goes to school and many things can happen. I consider most of them a positive effect on me. In school, I learn many things and meet new friends. I think that is the main reason for why everyone is excited about their first day of school. In my first day of school, I learned about diverse subjects and met new friends. School improves students' lives and is a happiness for those who are bored of typical lifestyle. I know all Korean students are all going through this process of being sent to Hagwons just because every other Korean parents do. There is one example of student being sent to Hagwons. It was on the news before because one high school student murdered his mother for giving him too much pressure. I sympathize the student more than I sympathize the mother because I know how he must have felt. My parents send me to Hagwon right after school and have me return home at 9. This made me so stressed out after a month of it that I had to tell my parents to stop. Later I negotiated with my mom and now I go to only several Hagwons just for the amount I can handle. School is normally a great place for learning, but sometimes it can affect students in a bad way. School gives students too much work, the suffering of getting grades, and being bullied, which gives stress and pressure. I say that most of students' daily suffering come from school. For instance, I can be considered as one of the examples who get a lot of pressure from school. Last semester, when I had to take finals, I went crazy. There were all kinds of tests all in one week. All of a sudden, when I thought I'm over with tests, there would be another test the next day. It was a horrible time I would not like to remember. However, unfortunately, I would have to go through that process again every semester. Transportation can benefit people's lives in many ways, but it can also affect us in the negative side. Transportation produces pollution, causes traffic, causes car accidents, and not much to transfer people to exercise. I would have to smell the stuffy air in Seoul. I see an extreme difference from the air in Jeju to the air in Seoul. Transportation causes so much car accidents that it is in the top 5 reasons to leading death. The traffic it even causes is unbearable. Once I had to go to Hagwon and because of the traffic I had to sit in the car for 2 hours. I was late for my Hagwon and I had to miss most of my lessons. Media can be one of the worst factors influencing your lifestyle. After looking at the movie stars or singers that you like, you'll probably find yourself comparing the movie star's look to your look. Then you would soon think that you look fat. So many people think about how pretty they look rather than caring about how healthy they want to be. I have once had my experience about this. I was surfing the internet one day and I saw how pretty one of the singers looked. I was admiring how they looked and I realized that one of the reasons were because they were thin. I thought I would be pretty too if I lost some weight like them. The next day, I went on a diet to lose at least 5 more kilograms. I ate as little as I could for both breakfast and lunch. Then, as the dinner came, and I realized that I couldn't resist the food. I ate as much food as I could, and the day after that, I had gained weight rather than losing them. These attempts to lose weight has caused some serious problems. Technology is a serious issue. Technology can cause people to have bad eyesight, lazy habits, and the bad use of time. Before I came to middle school, I was totally excited about me getting my MacBook. I did not have the slightest clue that technology can do bad things. Then came middle school, and now I am sick of being next to this MacBook. I want to get rid of them, but sadly, my school requires all students to use them. Ever since I've begun to use MacBook, I had to change my glasses because I couldn't see as well as I used to. I also grew very lazy and cannot keep track of time nowadays. Last year, I was chatting with my friend and doing my homework at the same time. I kept doing that until I realized that the time just flew by and now it was midnight. I grew anxious and when I was done with my homework, it was 1 in the morning. I was unaware of the time. These days, I try to keep myself from being distracted and instead focus on my homework. However, it is not as easy. Technology gets in many students' way when they are really trying to focus on their work. By reflecting my lifestyle on all kinds of factors, I find myself in an unhealthy state. My diet and relaxation seem to be fairly well, but others like sleep, exercise, and organization are all in a bad state. This is because I do not get enough sleep, only about 6 to 7 hours each day. I do not exercise at all besides in PE class, and my organization is horrible that I find myself constantly losing things and forgetting things. If I do not come to a final solution with these problems, I will find myself being unhealthy and doing horrible in my school. My goal I have set is to try to get exercise at least once a week. I am planning on going out to the park near my house to run about 4 to 5 kilometers. I used to do this in summer and fall, but as winter approached I grew lazy. Now that it is soon spring, I will go back to my old habit of running. I picked this goal because I think this will keep me fit and I would only have to spend 30 minutes once a week to exercise.